Hi, this is Roy Worley. Welcome to the interview show that brings on guests from all walks of life. Yeah, it's here that they tell their stories and delve a little deeper into their lives to see what got them where they are. So grab a drink, have a seat, and relax, because this is the Leo Effect.
When was the last time a short movie shook your emotions to the core? When was the last time a short movie caused you to rethink everything you stood for? When was the last time a short movie made you proud to be an American? When was the last time you felt the emotion to stand up and cheer after a short movie? The new short movie, I've Got Your Six, written and directed by Bill Foster, one of the industry's newest and fastest climbing directors, will answer all of those questions. Rarely has there been so much packed into a short movie that when you leave, you'll feel more proud of our American military veterans. A movie that was cast only with American military veterans will have you on the edge of your seat, cheering for our veterans and what makes America great. I've Got Your Six will be hitting the film festival scene soon. Be prepared to drop what you're doing and go see this powerful movie when it comes to your area. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Leo Effects. Now, today I'm joined by a special guest from across the pond. He's a DJ and a producer, and I'm kind of excited to talk to him. He's got a really nice song out that I think, well, it's going to be coming out, I should say. I've been privy to hearing it already, and it's a good one. And I'm excited to talk about it. I'm excited to talk to him. Please allow me to introduce my guest for today, Mr. Liam Keegan. How are you, sir?
I'm not too bad, Ray. Thank you. I'm very well.
Excellent, excellent. That's great to hear. Now, I kind of introduced it a little bit already that you're a DJ and a producer, and I kind of want to start things off by asking, like, what does that mean to you? Like, what is it that you do as a DJ and a producer?
Oh, well, I mean, like a lot of people go into work, don't they, every day, and some people love the job. Some people do it like work to live. People, live to work. But it's that old cliche that I went into music because it was just passion, really. It drove me through the boundaries, got me through like learning music, and yeah, that's what it means to me. It's a total a labor of love and part, I guess. There's ups, there's downs, like anything, but yeah, it means a lot to me because I'm a fan of music. We all listen to music, and we all know how important music is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was there any like just deciding factor that you said, yeah, I'm going to pursue music. Like, this is what I really want to do. And it's this one event that just kind of led me to it.
Well, I remember when I was about 15, just like, finding my feet in the world, and I went to a party, and one of the older guys who was in a party had a set of Technic 1210s, turntables set up in the room, and he goes, have a go with this, and I'm like, oh, that looks fun. So I picked up two vinyl records. I mean, some of the kids today won't even know what vinyl records are, but yeah, I put them on the turntable and mixed them together. And even though they were probably sounding terrible because I didn't know how to mix, the feeling of mixing and the enjoyment I got out of that, it sparked a fire, and over a few years, it developed from there, really.
Nice. And aside from that I guess initial party that just set it all off for you, have you done any other like small time gigs while working your way up to the big stuff?
Oh well, I started off as a local DJ. That was when I was very young. I think my first residency I was about 18, 19. Well, other people were lucky to even get, say, a gig in an under 18s disco. I was playing a relatively big club for the local area, and I did that for about 2 years. So yeah, that kind of built me up to understanding the industry and understanding DJing, and it was kind of a apprenticeship, a course to learn my trade. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really get any kind of international interest until I started producing music more than just being solely a DJ.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, we all got to start somewhere, right?
Oh, of course, of course.
So I've asked this to other musical guests, and a lot of them, they all say the same thing. So I'm kind of curious to see if you start off that way. But a lot of people say that they don't like to put labels on their genre of music. But do you have a label that you would say yours falls into?
Well, yeah. I mean, the people you've spoken to before obviously are pretty similar to my mindset because if you do put one name on your music, it kind of filters you down one route.
Hmm.
And even though I'm a music producer, I'm also a sound engineer. I can make anything. So whether it's pop music, whether it's pop dance, which Forever Young is like the new single. I'm also a house producer. I've done commercial dance remixes of top 40 singles. So there's a lot of different elements within what I do. Obviously, you could say I'm a label manager. I, a mastering engineer. I do so many different roles within it. So musically, it's very eclectic anyway. It's right across the board.
Gotcha. So you're just all over the place and you do all kinds of different parts of the business. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none.
Well, when you're creating your own song, do you have any kind of creative process that you do?
Most of the time, it'll start with, playing around with a piano, playing around with some notes, playing around with some some kind of synth sound, a rhythm, maybe some drums, and then the idea comes from there, really.
Oh, okay. Right on. Well, I mean, again, got to start somewhere. That's cool though
Yeah,
that you begin like with the piano and stuff like that. And I'm a sucker for synth, so I mean, that's
yeah.
cool to me. Is there anybody that you would really like to team up with sometime?
I mean, I've been asked this question a lot of times, and I absolutely love working with up and coming producers, up and coming artists. I always like to hear their swing on things because you just don't know who's the next Rihanna, you don't know who the next Katy Perry, Enrique Iglesias, Pitbull, whoever, whatever walk of life or whatever type of music you make, you don't know where the next like star is going to come from. So I'd love to work with the big A-listers, which I have done before in a remix capacity. But I'm really enjoying working with new and up and coming artists too. So it's a good balance. It's a good thought. It's a good. I'm happy with the path I'm on now. I don't really need to collaborate with any star to better what I'm already doing because I enjoy it so much.
Well, there you go. That's a pretty fair answer, I would say. Where do you think you would be right now if music just hadn't worked out for you?
Oh, well, I mean, I did work on work sites like construction sites. I worked in kitchens, did chef and did all the kind of, the jobs you kind of go through. And I I don't know. I could always go back to them. It would never worry me if music wasn't there. But music is a passion, as I say, and I've just been riding the waves over the last 10, 15 years, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, hopefully that day doesn't come.
I hope not either, because you definitely produce some really good music. And
Thank
kind of along that line, I kind of want to ask, do you have a particular song that you've created that's just like your personal favorite out of all of them?
Well, to be honest with you, there's been a few remixes that I like of other people's music that I go back to and go, that was a kind of not define a moment, but like another level up on the direction I've been headed. So, I mean, I really enjoyed my Sia Chandelier remix. I look back at that and I feel that was a great song to work on, and I really enjoyed working on that. Also, my remix for Carly Rae Jepsen, "Run Away with Me," which wasn't as big as "I Really Like You," the single that I worked on before that one, but I think just the dynamics and the music content and the way everything came together, I think as a remix, probably that was one of my favorite mixes I've done.
Cool, cool. And what advice would you have for somebody that's just learning how to do this and they're trying to do like you and follow their dream and just make this into a career? Do you have any particular advice that you wish you had have gotten?
I think with any kind of, especially creative industry, you have to just keep knocking on doors. You have to keep persistent. You have to keep positive. You have to believe in everything that you do. Because the second you start disbelieving in yourself, it's hard to get someone else who is getting sent so many pieces of music every single day to believe in you too. So I guess it's a matter of persistence. It's a matter of passion and just keep going for it. I mean, I wouldn't say jump out of like a regular job you were in until you were like financially stable because it can be very tough in the beginnings. But if you're in a solid place and you've got the time and you're able to pursue your dreams in whatever capacity that is, I'd say keep going. I mean, it only takes one song to entirely change your world and your perception on the music. So yeah, keep going.
There you go. There you go. Straight from DJ Keegan himself. I like it. I like it a lot. So I talked about it at the intro about the song that you've got coming up. It's releasing in 2 days, and you
Yeah.
already said the name of it. So now I kind of like to shift the focus a little bit and talk about that particular project that you've got. Now, July 3rd, your song Forever Young comes out.
Yeah, so on Friday it comes out on all digital platforms and it's out there for the world. We're gonna premiere the video out there as well. We've got a great video for it that Whitney, who's the collaborator on the track, aka Bearwell, she's like cut a really good video for it. I mean, I'm really excited about the track. It's been made for a while. We've sat on it for a little bit of time. We felt that maybe with what's been going on in the world, sometimes you look back, don't you, and try and feel, that inner child. And I think this might, I don't know, inspire that to come out of people. And it's just a bit of fun, really. So I hope people in general around the world can connect to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of times it's all about timing and things kind of happen the way and when they're supposed to happen. And with your song, I agree with you. I think this is a really great time for that and will help people to kind of maybe reignite that childhood passion within them.
Yeah, of course. And that was the mindset and the thought process as we've been talking about releasing this for a couple of months now, that we just felt that, it's summer, it's a fun song and it's a fun time of year. So hopefully that'll connect with people and resonate around the world.
Yeah. And was there anything that kind of inspired this song, like some kind of thought in your head that you said, oh, I got this idea, I'm going to make it a reality?
Well, to give credit to Whitney, she wrote the song and I got sent it in a different format. So it was more of a slower tempoed song, so to speak. But as soon as I heard it, I just fell in love with it. Like my manager at the time put it in front of me, and I said, yeah, I'd like to work on it. So over a couple of days, I worked on it in the studio here in just outside Liverpool in the UK, and the new version was born, and we all felt like it had potential, and we moved forward with it. So yeah, the inspiration was the music in general, the track in the first place. So that credit goes to Whitney, really.
Awesome. Well, I mean, it's good that you're giving credit where it's due. That's very respectable.
Well, that's all what music's all about. If you can't encourage and respect people in an industry which is all about creativity, and you're only as respected as your peers, I mean, you can't build anything if you're not trying to build people around you as well. So yeah, that's another little mantra I live by.
That's awesome. Well, I think if it's okay with you, I might put just a little clip of the song at the end of the interview after we're done with our chat, and that way listeners can kind of get just a little teaser, maybe 5-10 seconds of the song, so they can hear what they should be keeping an ear out for.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be great for you to feature the song to give people a little snippet of what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to get word out there about it. I feel like it's a really phenomenal song, and it's not something that you typically, in my opinion, you don't hear every day on the radio. So I like it.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. I'm hoping that a lot more people around the world feel the same as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Why didn't you go with like like a dubstep sound or something? That seems to be kind of what people are going with right now.
Well, my sound really is quite commercial. So even in the house music capacity that a lot of my singles are normally in that vein, I felt like I'd change it up and break it down to more like a chain smokers kind of feel to have it like almost borderline and future bass, not quite dubstep, not quite that cool, but so it just marries the indie and the commercial world together, and it wouldn't sound too offensive on a radio show in the daytime, maybe, as well as on a club dance floor late at night.
Yeah, I mean, all inclusive.
Yeah. So trying to fill all the boxes out, and we will have 2 or 3 remixes for the clubs as well, which obviously when they reopen, they will be utilised in that capacity too. So there'll be different feels of the single available for consumption from music lovers around the world.
That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, do you have any other projects that you're sitting on or that you're working on, or is this kind of your focus right now?
Well, the idea with Forever Young is because it was a collaboration, we tried to push this more in the summertime and get it moving and get it out there. But with my more clubbier dance music, I released a song about 4 weeks ago, which was 4 or 5 weeks ago, which was called "I Won't Let You In." That was a collaboration with a talented vocalist called Maddie Carty in London. So that was a follow up to another single that was released a couple of months before that. So already this year, this will be the 3rd release. But there's another release that I'm already working on now that'll come maybe 6 to 8 weeks after this single, depending on how it goes, and maybe 1 or 2 more before the year's out. So I'm utilizing the time in the studio to get a consistent run of music out there at the moment.
Wow, you're a busy guy. With everything that you've got going and coming out and in the works and all of that, do you have any kind of time for like hobbies? Like, do you do anything to decompress?
Well, I mean, like it's pretty difficult at the moment with the likes of the gyms closing, and I get out and do some running. I did play a lot of sports, but like a lot of the football, soccer games that I play on a regular basis have all been closed. The football matches that I would have been going to, the big football teams like Liverpool Football Club, obviously their games are getting played behind closed doors at the moment. So I mean, one of my favorite pastimes, and I suppose it keeps me forever young, is I get on a Call of Duty on the PlayStation 4, and I'm a few of the lads, and I guess that's the hobby at the moment. It's something that passes the time.
Yeah, there you go. Whatever passes the time. And you had mentioned a while back that you had done some work as a chef, and that if music hadn't worked out, that's probably a direction you may have pursued. But do you have any particular recipe that you're just really good at, and like it's your trademark recipe?
Oh, I mean, I'm very good with steaks. I love to do some Thai dishes. They're one of my favorites. Stir fries. I mean, the simplest sometimes are just the best ones. But I mean, I'm pretty versatile with the cooking as much as I am with the music. So I guess I take my creative spark and put it into the food side of things as well.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to be some level of artist to be a chef. I mean, sometimes you got to get
Yeah.
creative.
Of course. I mean, some of the best Michelin chefs in the world are very flamboyant, colorful characters, which, is great to see. So yeah, I mean, I agree. There is some creative spark within the some of the greatest and your everyday chefs as well. So yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, with this last little bit of the show, I kind of want to open it up to you and let you tell the listeners where they can go. Like, what's your social medias? Do you have a website? Things like that, so they can follow along with all that you have going on.
Okay. Well, I mean, my Instagram is probably the best place to get in contact with me. So that is Instagram.com/Liam Keegan DJ. So that's always a good hub because, a lot of people use it. It's quite an open platform. You can get in touch with me but via a direct message or send a link or whatever you feel is necessary. I have a website that you can also fill out a contact form, which is liamkeeganofficial.com. You can find me on all the music platforms like Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, Amazon Music. And yeah, you can probably catch me on Facebook from time to time, and you can catch me on Twitter as well. So Facebook is just Liam Keegan DJ, and Twitter is DJ Liam Keegan.
Cool. Cool. Sounds good. And I'm going to put links as best I can to all your different places in the podcast description so the listeners can just click on those and go where they need to go.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to get word far and wide of Liam Keegan.
Every bit helps on the journey, and I am happy to be here.
Absolutely. From one creative to another, we're all here to help each other out. You brought that up before, that it's all about helping each other, boosting each other up. And especially with what's going on in the world today, I think we all need to kind of boost each other up to keep things going.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be industry specific either at the moment. I think everybody needs a helping hand.
Exactly. Exactly. And Liam, I just want to say thank you so very much for coming on my show today and talking about your journey to where you are now and Forever Young, which everybody's going to want to check out. It's amazing. I love it. You're going to love it. 2 more days. That's all you got to wait. I think you can do it. Make sure to stick around for the end, though, because you're going to want to hear a little clip of it. It's, like I said, it's amazing. But anyway, Liam, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. You've been a blast to talk to, and it's been great.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. It's been an absolute pleasure. And anytime you want me back, give me a shout, and I'm sure we can spend some time having a chat over the music.
Absolutely. That'd be fun. Talk about some different genres and just how to even produce music in the first place. Like, that'd be pretty cool to get into, like the businessy, creative side of it, just talk about music in general.
Of course, there's so many different layers to the businesses and directions that there's a lot to talk about. We might need 10, 20 podcasts to get through it all.
Yeah, no kidding, for real. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on. As I said, it's been a pleasure. And to all the listeners who tuned in, thank you so much for listening. And we hope that you go to all Liam's socials and follow along, and definitely get this song when it comes out. I can't promote it enough. This is the start of amazingness. I know it. I feel it in my bones. But thank you all so much, and we'll see you all next time.
I know a secret. We make it up as we go. As we get older, we can laugh about it. 'Cause there's so much we don't know.
And all they said is growing up's not so bad. 'Cause by the end, you just get used to it. Remember when you didn't let voices in? When you're a kid, you just don't question it. Do you ever wonder if there's more to life than this?
Oh, now that was an awesome interview. Thanks so much for listening. You all are so great. And don't forget to head to Facebook, Insta, and Twitter and follow The Leo Effects. If you want to hear some comedy and ridiculous voices, check out Shattered Dungeons on YouTube and all other places podcasts can be heard. And you'll hear me voicing crazy characters, usually pretty terribly. So thank you so much. You all are the absolute best. And we will see you all on the next episode.